She was born into a world of chaos. Not war, not disaster just. A small apartment in the Bronx, filled with love and addiction. Her name is Liz Murray, and this is the true story of how a homeless teenager defied all odds and walked through the gates of Harvard University. Liz didn't grow up dreaming of Ivy League schools. She grew up dreaming of a warm meal, a clean bed, and parents who weren't fighting withdrawal symptoms. Both her mom and dad were loving people, but heroin had them both in a grip stronger than love itself. Her home was falling apart from the inside out. No food in the fridge, no heat in the winter, no electricity for days. She remembers one Thanksgiving where the only thing on the table was a jar of mayonnaise. Her father opened it, stuck in a spoon, and said, "This is dinner." But Liz wasn't angry. She never truly blamed her parents. She said, they were addicts, but they were also kind. They just couldn't escape their demons. School was chaos too. She was often dirty, tired, and hungry. The kids laughed at her clothes. She was the smelly girl, the one who didn't have lunch money or clean socks. But deep down, she had something that poverty couldn't touch her sharp, curious mind. Then came the tragedy that changed everything. At 15, Liz's mother died of AIDS. Her father, unable to take care of himself, was sent to a men's shelter. And Liz, she became homeless. No relatives to call, no safety net. Just the cold New York streets, park benches, subways, stairwells, wherever she could rest her head without being kicked out. Can you imagine studying for school exams while sleeping on the subway, writing essays under flickering street lamps, trying to stay awake in class because you didn't sleep at all last night? That was Liz's life. But here's the miracle: she didn't give up. She didn't fall into drugs or crime. She didn't accept that life had already written her ending. One day, she made a decision. She would go back to school, not to survive, but to succeed. She enrolled at an alternative high school and began the impossible, completing 4 years of coursework in just 2 years, all while homeless. She read textbooks in hallways, took showers at school when no one was watching, ate scraps, worked odd jobs, and never complained. What pushed her? A promise to her mother. Right before she died, Liz whispered, "I'll make something of my life. I promise." And she meant it. Her grades skyrocketed. Her teachers were stunned. She had no permanent home, but her essays were filled with fire. Her spirit was unbreakable. Then, during her senior year, something extraordinary happened. Her school counselor handed her a flyer. The New York Times was offering scholarships to exceptional students who overcame extraordinary odds. Liz hesitated. She didn't believe she could win, but the counselor insisted, "Tell them your story." And she did.
She poured her heart into the application, writing every word like her life depended on it, because it did. And then the call came. Liz Murray had won the scholarship. She didn't just graduate high school, she earned a full ride to Harvard University. From homeless to Harvard. She stepped onto the Harvard campus wearing secondhand clothes, but her head held high. She had earned her place there. Every sleepless night, every skipped meal, every moment she felt like giving up but didn't, it had all led here. Today, Liz is a best-selling author, an international speaker, and an advocate for youth. She runs a foundation to support kids who feel invisible, just like she once did. She's spoken on Oprah. Her story became a movie. She's walked into rooms filled with CEOs, world leaders, and changemakers. But she never forgot where she came from. She never let the applause drown out the truth. That resilience, when paired with purpose, can rewrite any story. Liz Murray's life is not just inspirational, it's a roadmap. Because maybe you're listening to this right now, and your life feels messy. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe you feel invisible. Maybe you're one step away from giving up. But let this remind you, you are not your circumstances. You are not your past. You are not the judgment of others. You are what you choose to become starting now. If Liz's journey moved you, don't let it end here. Like this video, share it with someone who needs strength today, and subscribe to LIVORO for more real stories that prove no dream is too big and no life is too broken to rise.